LinkedIn is also a platform we are using quite a lot. Well, I'm incapable use Instagram or these things. On LinkedIn, I know. And you also, interestingly, and you're a much younger generation.
True.
Celine is going to tell us about some tips and tricks to scale your business through LinkedIn.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much for being here.
Thank you. So, the power of LinkedIn. When I prepared my presentation for you guys for today, I was really thinking about which information to share with you, because we've only got 10 minutes here today. And I thought about telling you about the rising numbers of LinkedIn users within the last years. And I also thought about telling you about the 40 million decision makers who are joining LinkedIn daily. But then I decided not to throw more facts and figures at you, because I think you've heard many of them, and I'm pretty sure you don't remember most of them. So instead, I decided to tell you a story. Not just one story, but actually 5 different short stories, which occurred to me within the last 1.5 years since I started using LinkedIn on a daily basis. My name is Celine, and I made it my business to help others to get the most out of their LinkedIn accounts. So, let's start with the first story. This is how I started. You see my apartment in Stuttgart. I lived in a shared flat with 2 other guys, 1 engineer, 1 sales manager. And when experimenting with LinkedIn, I discovered that the algorithm ranked video content very, very high 1.5 years ago. So this was in June 2018. And I saw this potential, and as I was digging deeper, I realized that there are barely any LinkedIn influencers in Germany and in Europe. So discovering this blue ocean for me, I decided, okay, I'm going to turn our living room into a TV studio and start recording my first videos for LinkedIn on innovation. And as you can see, this is kind of a professional setup, right? It cost me around 600 euro. I had professional lights. I even had someone helping me, as you can see in the picture, with the post-production, the camera. And my question for you guys now is, do you really think this kind of setup is needed to be successful on LinkedIn? I mean, LinkedIn is a platform where you've only got professionals coming together, right? So don't they want this kind of high-end content? And I can tell you, no, they don't. They want something authentic. They want to see you in your daily businesses. They don't want anything staged, and they don't want anything perfect. So this is how I work today. I've got a really small setup. I need a tripod, a microphone, and a ring light only, and you can get this for roughly 80 euro on Amazon. So this is my first key takeaway for you guys. Home office. Who likes to work from home? Okay, some of you. And who's only working from home, actually? Yay, Marco, me too. So when I started my own business in the beginning of this year, I could only work from home because I could obviously not afford an office straight away. So working from home means kind of, sometimes I did not leave the house for several days. I was in pajamas 24/7, and as you can imagine, I quickly got sick of it. So I needed to get out of there. I needed a plan. I needed a master plan to get out of there. Here's what I did. I published an article on LinkedIn saying, take me out of the home office. And this is what happened. Over 150 companies actually invited me to work from their offices. So I took their invitation, and after writing the article, I launched a LinkedIn tour. I published the dates and the companies I was going to visit, and after visiting each company, I put together a quick video saying, hey, this is where I've been, this is where the people I worked with, and this is what the company does. So I played the video on my platform, on my LinkedIn account. And then I wrote another article saying, so is office hopping, this is how I called it, is this the new thing to do? Because so many people approached me saying, hey, Celine, I want to do the same thing. Can I also go to other companies and work there? So just in case this was going to be a business case, I saved the domain, which did not happen yet, but there kind of is a need in the market. But my real key takeaway for you guys regarding this story is that do use photos, articles, and videos to share your own story on LinkedIn. Don't just write articles and text messages. Don't just use video, but make it a mixture of all of it to tell your story online. Did anyone recently see the picture of this guy? Some of you. So this is Michel Mayor, and he won the Nobel Prize in Physics this year. And this is a picture spotting him at the airport, where he received the first messages congratulating him on this win. And this is actually the original posting on LinkedIn, which went completely viral. Many, many people clicked it and saw it and read his story. And I mean, yes, it's a beautiful story, but I'm questioning now, who is this guy? Who published this initially? And this is Dr. Pratik Mahalva. I know him because I've been working with him for Ernst & Young previously, and he's also a founder now who's in the biotech industry, might even know him. He's doing really cool stuff, but Pratik is not a LinkedIn influencer, and Pratik has probably not got more connections on LinkedIn than anyone of you. Still, I want to share with you the chat and what happened on my WhatsApp chat the day he released this posting. Read carefully. And this is my favorite, Sunny Sunday with 3 million views. So as you can see, and what I want to show you is that right now, LinkedIn kind of is gold. This is at least what Gary Vee says about LinkedIn, because it's got such a big organic reach, even for people who are not influencers and who don't have that many connections yet. But the organic reach is insane. It's incredibly huge, and anyone can land such a post if you've got a good sense for what kind of content can go viral. And this is my fourth story I want to tell you. I don't know about you guys, but I've been following the rise of the female empowerment movement over the last few months. And I do have got a slightly different opinion on this topic, which is, I think that at least in a country like Germany, men and women do have the same opportunities and the same chances. So I think how am I going to say it? I think the reason why we don't see that many women in in leading business positions is not because they are not allowed to do it, but it's more because less women want it. That's at least what I experience within my surrounding. So being fed up with all these female empowerment events, being fed up with boob shirts being sold on Instagram, I published an article called Fuck Female Empowerment. What happened? This article obviously also went viral. Many people commented, shared their opinion. Many people disagreed, obviously, but this is how it is. And even the Minister of Digitization in Germany left a comment regarding this article on Twitter, and it was published also in a big newspaper, Welt am Sonntag, in Germany. She did not agree. It's a woman, and she said she didn't like the article. Well, that's the way it is. But what I want to tell you is that you need to have an opinion. If you want to position yourself as an expert, if you want to generate more customers, if you want to be known as a character, have an opinion in your field of expertise. No one, really no one, wants to read boring corporate statements. Okay, so here's the last story I want to share with you. Looks like fun, right? And it was fun until the minute we got called out of the traffic by the police, because apparently it's not allowed to record videos on a highway in Germany, just like it's not allowed to have fun and laugh, and I guess this is just a German thing in general. And the underlying message I want to pass on to you is not fuck the police, but it rather is don't hesitate. I mean, we just had this idea of this new story we wanted to share on LinkedIn, and we just wanted to make it perfect, and we we just did it. And I mean, what should happen? Yeah, we got caught by the police, but in the end, we got away with it. So I just want to tell you, don't hesitate, share your content, record videos, and share your knowledge on LinkedIn, because I know you are all really smart people. So the last thing I want to share with you is obviously a little life hack, and I want you all to take out your phones now and turn on Bluetooth. Everyone, you're allowed to take your phones out now, put on Bluetooth, and then please open the LinkedIn app. And then click on this little icon in the corner of with the two people where you can add someone. Then please click on the round button. And then this menu is going to pop up. And it'll say, find people nearby. In der Nähe, the last bullet point in the menu. And now you will see this screen. And hopefully, you will find your neighbor sitting next to you within the app, and you can just easily connect. And this is just one life hack, but obviously I'm giving workshops regarding LinkedIn and how to get the most out of your LinkedIn. I'm working on an e-learning as well, and if any one of you has got questions regarding LinkedIn, don't hesitate to get in touch with me, and I'm happy to see you later. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Celine.